Who remembers the BJ and Bill show all those years ago on WOLZ? Well, many have said they missed the show, and guess what? They're back. Welcome to the BJ and Bill podcast.
Welcome to BJ and Bill, the podcast, a part of the Podcast Playground Network. Please give us that 5-star review. Subscribe on your preferred podcast platform. Follow us on Facebook, BJ and Bill, the podcast. Of course, you can always email us, BJ and Bill, the podcast at gmail.com. Again, that's BJ and Bill, the podcast at gmail.com. As we welcome you to episode 146, my friends.
If you haven't seen them yet, BJ Odom has started toying with artificial intelligence and little cartoons and stuff like it is fun and easy and cool. You just tell it what you want and it makes an image for you. So you'll be seeing some images of BJ and Bill for the BJ and Bill podcast out there, and they're cute. I got to give you credit. You did a nice job with them.
And you know what's really weird though? Even when you type what they're going to say,
right,
it doesn't always get it right. And I talked to my son. He goes, "Oh yeah, sometimes you got to do it more than once." But like I have this grandfather telling his grandson, "I used to love listening to BJ and Bill on the radio back in my day." And then the son says, "Well, Dad, they now have a podcast, BJ and Bill, the podcast."
Right.
But I could say make grandpa, because the first one, they made grandpa look like older than me. I mean, he would look like,
wow. Is that possible? Wow.
He was looking like more dirty than dirt than
older
I,
than
you know?
dirt. I hear you. Older than dirt.
So I said, make grandpa a little younger. Then all of a sudden it mixed up. Then grandpa was saying what the kid was supposed to be saying. The kids.
Oh, really?
I said, no. It's like, I bet you I did almost 15, 20 takes on that.
Really?
One little thing, but it's like, so you got to home it in just right. But
what app were you using? What AI were you using?
Chat GPT.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. You said you're paying for it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a paid account. I should probably do that. I know I thought to try it over the weekend, and I played a little with the Microsoft one called Copilot. And even on their free account, it will do some image generation for you. And I just, I think I did a picture of a guy playing pickleball or something. I don't know, somebody swimming in a pool or whatever. Anyway, and it came out, it was cool. It was nice. So yeah, I get it. You can, it's fun. And even more now is okay, this is getting, again, too good. And, how long before we start seeing pictures of our president or somebody else saying they did interesting things or whatever? It's going to be weird. It's going to be weird, but that's for smarter brains than mine to figure out. What's that?
What got me going is I saw people posting all these cartoons.
Yes.
And I'm going, why is this all of a sudden? I mean, I was just getting flooded with them.
Twitter is full of them. I'm a kind of a Twitter fan now. So Twitter full of them. Yeah.
So I said, you know what? This must be AI. Let me go attempt something. And I did. And I'm like, oh my God. This is so freaking cool.
And you don't have to be an artist. You just have to describe what you want, like you said. And it might take you a few times, but it's getting better and better. It absolutely will be getting better and better as the days and weeks and years go by. It's crazy.
And it is just because you can you want this and you want them in a woods, or you want this and you want them in a field with flowers, or you want you can tell it almost anything you want.
There's 2 popular series already running on X, Twitter. And one of them is Sasquatch running around the forest, smoking dope, talking to campers. It's hilarious. And the other one for you Star Wars fans, it's a bunch of stormtroopers who are notorious in the Star Wars movies. Those are the guys in the white plastic suits, the stormtroopers. And, going through their day and stuff is blowing up and they're getting shot at, it's funny and it's hilarious. And it's it's just gonna be interesting. That's all I'm saying is it's gonna be interesting to see how this shakes out. Because right now we're just at the point of people are playing with it, and that's how you get good at something. You play with it. You're doing the same thing, and people will play with it and start to crank out some really awesome stuff. I'm sure it's gonna be cool.
Now, here's what's really weird because I said I was seeing a lot of these cartoons,
Right.
and you just mentioned that you've seen some.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen some, and I don't know, maybe I just have weird people that I don't know what, but I'm seeing like Bugs Bunny. Here I live in Central Florida,
Right.
Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. I'm thinking that because I know how Disney works with any of their characters.
Oh yeah. Oh, they're very protective.
I'm
Yes.
waiting for them to do a cease and desist like, hey, AI,
Right.
you can't make Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse, smoking dope.
I the problem. Well, you can't. Even Disney isn't big enough to tell AI what it can and can't do. But I mean, it'll come after the people, the creators. If BJ Odom makes a Mickey Mouse smoking dope somewhere, then they're coming after BJ Odom for sure. But the problem is, all right, now we can modify this quota, and I'm doing the air quotes. Now I can modify this Mickey Mouse so he's just different enough. So I could say, oh, that's not Mickey Mouse. That's Morty Mouse or what,
Yeah.
So good luck, lawyers. And by the way, the lawyers will all be powered by AI anyway. So it'll be AI fighting AI battles. I have no idea how this shakes out. And that's the exciting and scary part of it. It really is.
Now, speaking of AI again, I read an article over the weekend.
Wow, you read something?
Well, I skimmed over it. Okay.
Okay, good. But I'm glad you're reading. I'm glad.
But supposedly the article was telling me that AI performed a heart transplant. The machinery,
Yes.
what do they call that? Scopic or whatever.
You have way more experience on medical equipment than me, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. And it says that it was the very first heart transplant performed entirely by like an AI surgeon.
Wow.
Obviously,
That's true.
Obviously, someone had to program it
Oh, sure.
to tell it how to do it.
Well, all it would have to do, not all, I mean, I'm making it super simple, and it's of course not simple, but you could have the AI, quote unquote, watch a real doctor doing a real surgery 2 or 3 or 4 or 10 times. And then it's like, okay, we got this. It's like, sure.
Well,
Now,
you'd think the precision
having
has
the
to
AI do it, I'm not. What I've heard of is the remote surgeries where the doctor is in Chicago and the patient is in small town Iowa, but the remote gizmo is there, and all the doctor does is puts his hands in it and moves the stuff on his end, and then the thing on the other end does the cutting on the patient at the other end with no surgeon in the room. I've seen and heard of that, and that's freaking amazing. And now you're telling me AI can do it? Oh, well, why not? Why not?
If we just don't get blown up in the next few weeks.
If we don't blow ourselves up, that is literally it's every morning for the past 2 weeks, I've been waking up, flipping on my, my news feed and a real news feed, like I hate to say it, but mainstream media with somebody. And it doesn't matter. I'm not particular to any mainstream media source. But right now I have the ABC News app on my iPad, and I open it every morning, and it's like, oh, are we at war yet? Are we at war yet? It's kind of like the kids in the back of the car. Kids in the back of the car. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? So
Yeah, it's interesting. I haven't been watching closely.
Yeah.
But I do like to turn it on for a few minutes every now and again.
Me too.
Just to see if there's any surprises going on. And of course, this will come out Wednesday. This is Monday.
Right.
Who knows where the world will be coming Wednesday? Hopefully it'll still be here and this podcast will be released.
Your lips to God's ears. That's all I can say. Your lips to God's ears. And hopefully we don't blow ourselves up. Well, we're not going to blow ourselves up, but somebody will start something and then somebody will say, well, we have to retaliate. Really? Why? Well, the sad part is it's just the way humans work and have for 10,000 years and will continue to do again.
And the problem is, and I don't want to make this about any, Republicans, Democrats, I'll put it on every country's table, the same thing.
Yes.
The ones who decide and make decisions on, let's say, if you're going to bomb someone or anything like that, they're never close to the bombs. They're never close to where the action is.
Right.
And that really bumps me off.
Yes.
If you're going to be making decisions, then you need to be on the ground making those decisions.
Well, I mean, I understand that these are generally, that our politicians are generally old men and women who have a lot of money and would not go to war. But we're going to draft your kids and your grandkids. Now, let's talk war. You still want to send them to war? These are your kids and your grandkids. You still want to do it? Or you just want to send the poor people who don't have other options?
Right.
All right. That's enough of a rant about
I was going to say, I wanted to have it all ready today because we're going to change gears here.
Oh, we are? What?
Well,
Wait, what?
I mean, we're going to change gears from where we were.
Oh, okay, good. Because I didn't get any memo.
We did AI, we did a little sliver of politics, but now it's ready to kind of get back to BJ and Bill.
Okay, good. I'm really, really glad to hear that. So thank you.
Maybe we should just take a break and we'll start the show over again. And then we'll be smooth sailing the rest of the show.
And we're back. And BJ Odom promised to. Do you run it? We don't have to start the whole thing over like, welcome to BJ and Bill, episode number 146. No, we don't have to do that. But good plan. And here we are with the real program. What do you want to talk about first? Wait, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to put my dibs in before you get to. I'm in love with Sophie Cunningham.
Oh.
Who isn't, right? Who isn't?
Let's keep this. I'm married. I know you're in a new relationship, which is even more dangerous.
Yes, it is.
But let's just keep this on the down low, okay? I don't think we need to be, telling anybody our feelings, how much we're attracted to a certain basketball player that happens to play
is the word.
Indiana Fever.
New member. So for those who don't know, the Indiana Fever went out and found a bodyguard for Caitlin Clark. Basically, that's her job. Sophie Cunningham is her name. Pretty young blonde girl who now her job is to kind of, when Michael Jordan was the star, he had Dennis Rodman. And if anybody got in Jordan's face, you dealt with Rodman. Right? and if you got in Kobe's face, you probably dealt with Shaq. Not something you want to do. So you get into Caitlin Clark's face, you're dealing with Sophie. Sophie Cunningham, at 6 years old, got her black belt in Taekwondo. At 6 years old. She was the kicker for her boys' high school football team. You think she's tough?
Okay, I want to retract my statement that I'm smitten with her because
I'm not.
just in case she would be listening to our podcast.
Oh, sure she is.
I don't want her to come and kick my ass.
And she could, both of us, easily. But
all at the same time. Without breaking a sweat.
Without breaking a sweat. Kind of like Jason Statham or Claude Van Damme in one of their movies, where they quietly take the jacket off. Wait a minute, I just cleaned this. Let me take the jacket off before I kick your ass.
I will say this though, when you think of the person that is the protector, or if you're going to talk hockey,
right,
the guy that goes out and the enforcer, when you look at her, you would not think.
No.
Well, now look at her legs, and they are very muscular.
Well, this is a very, very pretty girl, pretty girl. And if you follow the Indiana Fever, I think I follow Caitlin Clark or the Fever or whatever. I think I follow the team account on Twitter, on X, So yeah, her picture has been everywhere in the past week, which I have enjoyed greatly. But
But
no, BJ,
yeah.
you're right. We're both in relationships, and we both need to be responsible adults about this. I think. I think we need to be responsible adults. Maybe.
Well, if my wife ever, because every once in a while she'll watch a Fever game with me,
Right?
I can pretty well tell what she would say if she heard this.
Which would
If
be?
if you can get her, go ahead.
Oh, for
It's just yeah.
yeah. Right now it's just the rantings of two old men, probably tens of thousands of others around the country doing the same. Now, I will say, now bring it back to reality a little bit. She sold every jersey, every one of her jerseys sold out in every size, everywhere they could be bought. Just sold
Now,
out
I didn't
like
know that.
overnight.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I heard that. Yeah. I mean, I didn't hear it. I saw it. It's a fact. And it's like, okay, we were selling out the Gainbridge Fieldhouse before this. Now, I mean, what can you play the basketball games? Well, it's Indianapolis. Can you play them at, whatchamacallit, the football stadium? At the what's it call it, the field house there? I forget the name of it. It's an oil company. I
Oh
apologize.
yeah, Lucas Oil.
Lucas Oil Field House. Yes. Can you play the basketball games there? Because you could sell 50,000 seats to an Indiana Fever game. You could. Go for it. Go for
Tell you, man, the was it you that said when we've been discussing the Indiana Fever for a while,
Yes.
and I believe in one of our text or our phone calls with each other, you said, or maybe it was my son that said, this is the very first year it looks like the WNBA will show a profit.
Wow. I didn't say that. So that
It must have been my son.
Your son. Must have been your son. Makes sense. It does make sense. I mean, even if it's only the Indiana Fever doing it, they should turn the Fever into like the Harlem Globetrotters. Just travel the country, play different teams wherever you go, because they will sell out. They will make you money. And
so they should be like the Savannah Bananas.
Right? I love that. The Savannah Bananas. Yes, they should. Just travel around the country and play other teams, other places, play the rest of the WNBA, wherever they might be. Well, that's kind of what they're already doing, but that's kind of what they're already doing. So yeah, it's amazing what happens when you actually get somebody worth watching, because that's the bottom line. What makes money? What makes a game profitable? I mean, it's like, have you watched, BJ Odom, have you watched 1 minute of that spring football league, the UFL?
I may have hit a complete minute.
I have not hit a complete minute of watching that game. Why? Because no names, no nothing, no excitement. I mean, I'm sure they try and build some excitement. I'm sure they try. But it's like, who's playing? All the good players that we watched through college. And if you're a Florida fan, if you're a Georgia fan, if you're a USC or an Oregon fan, the people that you watched on your college team are now playing in the NFL on Sunday, and you're going to watch. Congratulations, WNBA. You're now doing the same thing. A couple of years ago, they had a big minute. They had a hot minute with the ladies' Final Four, with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese and others, and that carried over into the WNBA now. Congratulations. You have eyeballs. You're making money.
Now,
Don't
it was fun.
blow it.
It was funny. I had this conversation with my son, and he said, this will be the first year that the WNBA makes a profit.
Right.
And I was telling him, I've even watched other games that aren't including the Indiana Fever.
I am the same. My hand is up. I am doing the same, because now we're used to the game, and we're like, okay, I get it. Let's see what else is out there.
Now I love my son, but I hate to tattle on him.
Uh-oh.
He says, Dad, I'm not there yet. I can't, I've watched, he's kind of like us with the other football teams,
Right.
It's just like, he doesn't turn it on that much. He doesn't watch. He said, I have not watched a full game yet.
Okay. I mean, that's fine. I mean, I'm like that. I mean, I was like that with hockey, and BJ Odom introduced me to hockey back in the Fort Myers days with the Everblades and all that. And now I was locked in. I mean, I didn't watch a regular season. I watched some of the games, not all. You know what? If it was on, I probably watched it now that I think about it. But come playoff time, I was 100% locked in all the way
Now,
through, you know?
I don't know if I said this last week or not, but what really surprised me, because, I've really been into the NBA playoffs.
Right.
And the one night, I said, I'm going to let my wife watch whatever she wants to. I'm going to be the good husband.
What
I
a
will
guy.
sit there and I will watch what she wants to watch. I go, dear, here's the tuner. You can be in charge tonight. Oh,
Wait a minute. It's
goody,
the
goody.
technical name is the clicker. It's a clicker.
Oh, the clicker.
Yeah, it's a clicker. But okay, I get it. You gave her the clicker. Good for you.
And she was all excited. And I'm sitting there, I might have a soda or a water or something in my hand and kind of relaxing, maybe scanning Facebook going, I wonder what she'll watch, some stupid show that I'm not even interested in. All of a sudden I look up and she's watching the Panthers game. And I go, you don't want to watch basketball, but you're watching. She goes, yeah, I like hockey.
Look at that. Look at that.
We watched the entire game.
Awesome. Now, credit where credit is due. My new lady friend, her name's Mary. My new lady friend, we had a great time watching the basketball games together. We both enjoyed it. She's kind of a sports fan, so it was good.
My wife usually gets up and goes in the other room and says, I'm glad we got a TV in here.
Right. Well, I told you we were locked in on the and that's something I would probably not have turned on, but she kind of we stumbled across it and we both ended up watching, and we got sucked in a good way to the ladies NCAA softball tournament. Awesome. Great, exciting, good, exciting, competitive games. That's all you want. And so, yeah, cool.
So again, congratulations to the Florida Panthers doing the repeat. Just like, their friends in Tampa did a few years ago.
That's right. So back to back for the Panthers, hoisting the cup.
Now we can get, I should have the taps or something right now.
For what? Oh, for the Indiana Pacers.
And what was really funny, because we were like running behind, and I don't know.
Right.
I wasn't there at the very beginning of the game.
Right.
And I told you there's something about, like, if I'm in the other room,
right,
my team can be winning. And I come in the room and I turn on the TV, and 5 minutes later, oh, geez, you got to be kidding me. So imagine this.
Yes.
I turned on the Indiana Pacer game last night.
Yes.
Because I'm thinking OKC is going to win. The back of my mind, they're a 7-point favorite. That's what the spread is.
The stat I saw was in game sevens of the NBA, the home team is like 15-2.
Okay.
So yeah.
But I thought I thought they were going to do it in game 6, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when they were in Indiana, I thought,
yeah,
OKC was going to do it. So I turn it on. I'm looking. I go, oh my God, Indiana is up.
Right.
This is beautiful.
Right.
And then not 20 seconds after I said that, all of a sudden, Halliburton goes down. And I don't care if you're a basketball fan at all.
Right.
And I don't care if you were rooting for OKC. I don't care if you were rooting, I don't care what team in the NBA.
Oh, sure.
You root for. When you saw that, your heart just went and sunk to the bottom of your stomach for this, for this young man who's giving it all he had.
It was
playing with a hurt leg already, but you could tell as soon as he went down.
Yeah.
He knew.
We all knew.
Oh yeah.
It was a gut punch. It was that's a podcast here on the podcast playground. It was a gut punch. It absolutely was. And at that point, even in Oklahoma City, the energy of the place came down. Even at that point, it came down and it wasn't even their team, but you could tell. Yeah, it's like, oh.
Well, like any team too, you want to win it, but you'd love to win it with all the good players.
Yes.
On the floor.
And as a sports fan, I watch a lot of sports where somebody will say, who are you rooting for? And I'm like, I don't care. I just want to see a good game. I just want to see something competitive, something exciting, something, a good competitive game. That's why, you mentioned earlier that now we're kind of starting, we're starting to watch some of the WNBA games where it's not the Indiana Fever. All right. Is it a good product? Is it a good, like BJ and Bill from the radio days? It's like, can you listen to it? Is it a good, interesting show? Or is it just, nothing? Same thing with TV, with the sports. If it's a good product, if it's an exciting game, I'm going to watch. That's what I do.
You're a good man.
Thank
Good
you.
man.
I appreciate that.
So yeah, OKC is now the NBA champions.
Yes.
Panthers are the hockey champions.
Yes.
And so football just around the corner.
This is that time of year where I might be tempted to put my YouTube subscription on summer break and save myself the $80 a month or whatever they've been raising it. So it might even be like $89 a month. I don't know. But so football is September is when the when the preseason starts.
I think, and then October is hockey.
Right. So, and then you want to come back to baseball when it's playoff and World Series time, which is, end of October, early November. So yeah, that probably, if I took off July, August, September, that'd be perfect. I could take 3 days. I get 3 days, 3 months, 90 days off with my YouTube subscription. Look, here's Bill with his notepad. I'm writing it down. YouTube subscription. Yeah.
Let me tell Bill Stevens something else.
I'm listening.
So once you cancel it,
yes,
you're going to get emails, and you're going to get asked, and you're going to go, we can do this for blankety blank. I don't know. You might get some special offers after you've been gone for about a month.
Well, from other places, because I think if you put, in fact, I did it a couple of years ago. If you put YouTube on, you can pause it and they don't close your account. It just automatically restarts in 90 days. And it's like you get the email, congratulations, we're billing you again. No, they don't give you a warning. But yeah, I would be open to other, and you and I have talked about this many times. As soon as somebody somewhere, and it's probably going to be like an ESPN or somebody, puts together a sports only cable package with real games. Don't tell me this ESPN Plus BS. I get it. You got a baseball game once a week and you got a hockey game once a week. Great. It's teams I don't care about. Somebody comes up with a package, a cable package of sports only, I'm your first customer. As long as it's a reasonable price. And I would hope it would be less than what I'm paying for YouTube TV, whatever that is nowadays. So yeah, absolutely.
Well, there's something that's close to that.
Which is?
Now I forget what the name of the company is, but they have like the blue package. And the red package.
Sling? Is that Sling TV?
Sling. You can get it, and it's got like all the sports stations on one of the colors. I don't know which color it is.
Yeah, no,
then like all the news and,
right,
information on another color. And then of course, some of them have, both stations.
All right. I'm going to look. I'm going to go look.
That might be your best bet to say, now, you're not going to get that cool. You're not going to get that cool dual screen that you get.
Right.
YouTube TV.
Is that true? I don't get picture in picture. I'd have to look that up.
I don't think so with Sling.
So anyway, to answer your question, the Sling Orange channel, by the way, that you get half off your first month. So it's normally $46 a month. You get the first month for $23. Pretty cool. All right. So let's look at so they get on the Orange channel, ESPN, yes, ESPN 4K, ESPN2, ESPN3. Awesome.
You get both the Fox stations?
That's all right. So, all right, let me see what else. All right. And then you get some of the basic ones. You get like A&E, ABC, BBC America, CNN, Comedy Central. Comedy Central, Food Network, yay. HGTV, History Channel. You know what? That's not terrible. And you get TNT and TBS, which have their share of, which have their share of sports as well. So yeah, or you could get their blue channel. Why isn't Sling TV paying us for this, BJ Odom? I don't know. So
Don't bill 'em.
basically, yeah. So basically, orange is the sports. Like I said, you get ESPN, ESPN 2, 3, etc. All right, so cool. Now, you don't get Fox. Well, okay, no, you do get. Oh no, you don't get Fox Sports on. I don't think that's important. But if you get the blue, then you get all of the regular, like, civilian channels. Cartoon Network, FX, Home Shopping Network, MSNBC. Oh, NFL. Oh, you don't get the NFL Network on the Orange Channel. Well, that's probably not a problem because I have Amazon Prime and they carry the Thursday night game. Now you're going to make me look at that, doggone it. Now you're going to make me check it out. Okay. All right. I'm on it.
All I got to say is, if nothing else, I hate HOAs. But our HOA.
Why? What are they doing? I thought they gave you a good deal with your
That's
cable.
what I mean. That's the only thing I can say that I like about HOAs.
Okay.
Because ours came through. We have an internet and cable package where we're paying $44 a month.
Sweet.
And we got more channels on the package that they brokered out, and we have that rate locked. I think it's got a 3% increase per year, but I think I've got it locked for 5 years.
Sweet. Well, I told you my biggest score when I moved is because the building that I'm in, very modern apartment buildings, they were all pre-wired for cable and for internet. So my internet bill literally was cut in half. It went from like $100. It went from 110 to 60 or something like that. 120 to, it literally was cut in half. So I'm pretty happy with that. So now if I could do the Sling thing, we'll have to check that out. All right. Enough ranting about cable TV. Let's take a quick break. And then I think BJ Odom has something for us. I'm not sure. We're going to find out. We will be right back. And welcome back. This is BJ and Bill, the podcast, available wherever you get your podcasts. And wherever you do get your podcasts, we would appreciate that 5-star review, whether it's Apple or Spotify or iHeartRadio or YouTube Music. Wherever you get it, the 5-star review will be appreciated. And if you'd like to get in touch with the show, check us out on our Facebook page. Just do a search for BJ and Bill Podcast, and you'll find we have a dedicated page. And if you want to email the show, same address, BJ and Bill. Is it the podcast or just BJ and Bill podcast?
BJ and Bill, the podcast.
The podcast at gmail.com. Nobody ever emails us, so it's okay. They post on our Facebook page, and that's cool. So
yeah, I get really sad. No one ever emails us.
No.
I want an email this week just to say hi or boo or
okay.
Screw
Sophie,
you,
if you're
whatever you want to type.
Sophie, if you're listening, email us. A little callback there. But anybody that wants to email, we'd love to hear from you. So anyway, there you go. All good, BJ Odom. So what else is happening out there?
Oh my God, I'm going to lose my voice before this podcast is over.
Hack wheeze.
I'm waiting for a call about this possible surgery for the hernia that I have.
Oh God, more old guys talking about
surgery. No, because it's summertime.
Yeah? What's that got to do with surgery?
This is when the wife and I usually take, because, I don't want to go north in the wintertime and freeze my hiney off.
Well, of course.
So this is like the time of the year.
Yes.
That we go somewhere like the mountains or somewhere. And I'm thinking, it's time for us to take a little, vacation.
Yes.
But it's kind of hard to plan anything because if they call me and say, well, we want to do this in a couple of weeks and you've got, so I got to get this figured out because I want to make some summer travel plans.
Cool. But so is it just making the decision to either have the procedure, or what's the story here?
A little bit of both. I mean,
Okay.
some of me says, yeah, you don't need it.
Oh, really?
But then other parts of me go, yeah, you're pushing it in like every other day.
Oh, this is you. This is not a doctor's
Oh,
opinion.
no,
This
this
is
is not a
BJ.
doctor. This is just VJ.
Okay.
Like, oh, let me see. Oh man, get out of bed. Oh, let me flop. Okay, got it back in, got it back in place.
That's that's gross. I'm sorry. That's just.
I'll tell you what's really gross though.
Oh, really? You're going to tell us? Do I really want to know?
Because when it kind of comes out, and I think I've
Have.
talked about, it actually makes a noise. It almost sounds like you're passing gas in a way. And it's like
Uh-huh.
a small little toot,
Uh-huh.
And I've even had my wife look at me like, oh, what are you doing? I go, hey, it wasn't what you thought it was. It's just my gut sneaking out.
It's just your gut falling out of you. That's grotesque. I'm sorry. I mean, love you, but that's just gross. I mean, maybe you want to get that handled. I'm just saying.
I know, but because see, we really want to go. I think we're going to go to the mountains this year.
That would be nice. That'd be cool.
Yeah, and I
Literally.
usually we go like up to the Smokies. I think we might just go up to northern Georgia. I think we'll get just as much mountainy cabin.
I got to tell you, I've been in the Blue Ridge Mountains in the summer. It's not that much cooler. It's pretty warm up there.
You're looking at me. If it gets below 70 degrees, I'm miserable.
Oh, that's true. That's true. So you would be okay with it if it was just a little less ridiculously hot. I get it.
Maybe, maybe 85 to 90 instead of 90 to 100,
Okay, that's fair. That's totally fair. So good luck. So now to rewind a little bit, now you've got to make this decision about whether or not you're going to have this procedure to fix this particular issue that you have.
Yeah, I need to just pick up the phone, call the surgeon's office, say, give me the lowdown. What do you, because they said, I actually sent, because I have on a portal, like that's the big thing now.
Portal.
And I ask them a question like,
Right.
what's next? And they go, oh, well, somebody should be reaching out to you any day to schedule, an appointment to get it fixed.
Oh, okay. So they're already in the works.
Yeah, but that was like 10 days ago.
Oh,
Maybe, 10 days, week and a half.
you've fallen off the radar.
I know. That's why I'm thinking maybe I just need to call them.
Okay.
But now let me ask you this, because this is where I really wanted to go. I didn't want to worry that much about my hernia.
Thank you.
But now let's say I do go on vacation.
Yes.
Would you prefer, and here's are the two places I'm thinking, Savannah, Georgia, or the mountains? Get a nice little cabin for a few days.
Savannah is wonderful. And I've been there twice, I think, or at least. But it's not going to be any cooler than where you're at right now. I guarantee you that. It's going to be hot and sweaty.
I'm not
you don't
worried.
care.
I'm not looking for cooler weather.
Well, then screw it. I mean, Savannah is awesome.
Yeah.
But having said that, you could get a cabin somewhere maybe a little cooler. Like, well, you'd have to probably go to the Carolinas or something like that. Like, yeah.
Or Tennessee, because that's
Tennessee.
where the Smokies are.
Yes.
But the only problem is, and I love the Smokies,
Right.
but we've been there. I mean, that used to be our to-go every year. Every year we took a trip to the Smoky Mountains.
Gotcha.
Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, that area.
Okay.
Gatlinburg.
Okay.
So I'm thinking I want something a little different this year.
And for you, cool weather is not a huge priority.
Yeah. My wife would probably prefer it be cooler.
I know I would.
As long as it's got a few wineries, she'll be happy.
There you go.
She'll pop a cork and
there you
she'll
go.
be settled.
Winery is good.
Unless, Sophia or whatever the girl, what's the girl from the Fever?
Oh, Sophie.
Yeah, if Sophie shows up, then she might get a little irritated.
I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're kind of in the middle of a season. So anyway, but good callback either way. So for me, I would like something cooler. And I've been to Savannah. So, but I mean, even if I had, I mean, I know that Savannah is awesome and cool and lots to do and see and great food and all that. But I think for me, I think I would lean more towards something woodsy, but you've done it. You've done a lot of it. So I haven't gone, off to the woodsy cabin somewhere, which I think I'd like to try. I think that to me, that sounds cooler, literally and physically, than going to Savannah in the summer.
Now, I'm going to ask you about one more question when we talk about Savannah.
I'm listening.
Because, I like to go on YouTube.
Yes.
And kind of explore, because you always got all these, just tons of people that go and they go, "Hi, this is Bill and my new squeeze. And we are like in Savannah and we're now going to go on the boat and we're going to do this and we're going to do that." And they do all these little things, and they show you kind of a little bit of their tour they get.
Sure.
And I'm looking at all this stuff and I go, you know what? This isn't a whole lot different than St. Augustine.
Yes.
And we've been to St. Augustine many a times.
In a word, yes. Old, historic. Now, if I'm a history fan, so I enjoy those tours where they take you around and go, "Oh, and this is the place where so-and-so happened. And this is the place where so I enjoy that stuff. Not, each day, every day. But yes, Savannah, very much like St. Augustine in terms of old city with a lot of history and a lot of ghosts and a lot, if that's your thing. So yeah, I get it. Touristy. It's very touristy too. It's, St. Augustine, a kind of what I used to say about Sarasota. People would ask me about how living in Sarasota, and I would say 3 words: loved to death. So many people have come. It's so crowded. There's no off season for traffic in Sarasota anymore. It's just crowded all the time. Good luck. Yeah. And I think St. Augustine is a little like that too. And I wouldn't doubt it if Savannah was a little like that too. So this is why the mountains are sounding better and better to me, Mr. Odom. It just is. Yeah. But you do what you want.
That's what I'm probably what I like about the Savannah area though, and the coast, because this is one of the things I like to do. And of course, we've done this a few times in St. Augustine. Mm-hmm. They have those little ferries or those little boats. Not little, but like they're holds maybe 100, 150 people.
Yeah.
And they'll serve you lunch or they'll serve you dinner.
Yeah.
And you go out on a boat and it's kind of like the same thing with the trolley tours. Like over here, you can see blah, blah, blah. Over here, blah, blah, blah.
We used to do that in Naples. Naples has the Naples Princess, which still does that. So that's where our friend Vicky Wagner and I did the psychic cruises. We partnered with the Naples Princess. Same thing. Go out for the day, have a meal, cruise around, see the sights. Yeah. And they do it in Sarasota, by the way, too. They have the exact same boat is in Sarasota, and they do the exact same thing. Take you out.
See, that's something I really enjoy doing.
Cool.
So that's kind of why I lean towards maybe a coastal town or a river town, actually, because a lot of the river towns have it too.
I know nothing about this, so don't laugh at me if I'm saying something stupid. How about somewhere else? Something a little different, like a Jacksonville or something. Do they have something like that?
Yeah, I don't want to be, I don't want to be mean to anyone, but I like going to Jacksonville because my wife has family there.
Cool.
I kind of want to go somewhere where there's no family and go about 4 or 5 days. And it's just the two of us.
I love that. I love that idea. Yes. Is she okay with that?
I think so. I don't know.
Okay. You think so?
Well, I've discussed it with her. See, this is the woman. Oh boy.
Oh, he's about to get himself in trouble. I can see the red flags already, folks. So go ahead, spill it. Go ahead.
I don't mind it. And a lot of couples are like this.
What's that?
It's just when she comes back, I'm going, damn, I always wanted to go there.
Oh.
She does all these, not all. It's not like she does it 10 times a year, maybe once or twice a year.
Right.
She goes on a women's
Girls trip.
outing.
Yep.
Yeah,
girls
where there'll
trip.
be like 4 or 5 of them,
Sure.
and they'll hit the winery and they'll do this and they'll do
Sure.
that. Then they'll, come back and they'll be gone like maybe 4 days.
Hmm.
So when I ask her, she goes, well, I did this and I did that and you stayed home. So I want you to go where you want to go, which to me, I think it's a trap.
It might be. It might. Some lady posted that on Twitter last week. It's like, my husband is in serious trouble because my birthday is tomorrow. And when I told him I didn't want anything for my birthday, he thought I meant it. So I get it. I totally get it. So
Now,
you
I will
do
say
have
this.
to be a little bit diplomatic and go somewhere that she would enjoy as well. I get it.
Well, I know when she was in, because one of her lady trips, they got a cabin
Mm-hmm.
in LJ or
LJ,
LJ, yeah.
right down the road from our friend the Wagners in Blue Ridge.
And she said it was right on a creek with the babbling brook.
Very nice.
And it was beautiful and
Yes.
it was scenic. And she just said that was like, she goes, if I could find, because another lady rented it.
Okay.
She goes, if I could find out how we could get that cabin, I would go back there in a heartbeat.
Very cool.
So I already know that's a destination shit like that. But she's like, see, like she knows if there's certain places we go though,
mm-hmm.
we're going to hang out with people we know.
And that's not your goal.
And that's not, it's our goal. Here, well, our goal would be maybe
BJ's goal. Let's be clear about this.
Okay, yeah. BJ's goal is like a couple days. Well, even if I think that would be fine. A couple days, her and I.
Right.
And then a couple days, family and friends.
Okay. That sounds fine. I mean, and you have family, like you said, you have family there in Jacksonville area.
Yeah.
Where else do you have to avoid?
They're not family,
right?
But we have family. I call them family.
Yes.
Even though there's no blood related at all.
Okay.
But in the Sevierville, Gatlinburg area.
Cool.
We have close friends that are just like family.
Sure. And if you went there, you would be duty bound to visit with them.
Yeah. And that's not a bad, and that's not a bad thing, but
right.
I just I want me and Susan time.
Look at you, Mr. Romantic. I think that's awesome. Good job.
I'm too old to get romantic.
Maybe in that way, but romance can blossom in other ways for a long time, BJ. I just made that up and it sounded damn good. So
that's like I had to go to Tampa earlier today.
Right.
Because it wasn't my appointment. It was hers at her oncologist. I do want to report as of right now, everything is good.
Good.
It's just like, go in, push here, pull there. Okay.
Everything's good.
Everything looks good.
Good.
But as we were going in, she takes my hand and holds hand, and we're like a little teenage couple walking up to the hospital, holding hands. And I'm like, going, what? Okay, I'll play along. But
what's wrong with that? Come on.
I'm thinking, okay, what is she trying to get out of me?
Or did she just not want you to step out in traffic?
That could have been it too.
Got to walk the old man across the street just in case.
It's like a small child. Here, let me take you by the hand. Stay close, old man.
Right. Hold my hand. We're crossing the street. Hold my hand. Yeah. I'm sorry I burst your bubble there. I'm sure it was a little more romantic than that.
So now I don't know how far along you are, and it's none of my business to get personal with Bill, but you talk about this new relationship.
Yes.
Now, where would you like, let's say you planned a little outing for a few days, you and this new relationship.
Yep.
Tell me where Bill would like to enjoy a few days.
Good question. I don't know. I mean, any of the things that we've talked about would be great. Mountains or even Savannah. Again, if I'm going to go to Savannah, I think I'm going to go in the fall or winter when it's cooler. But yeah, we've talked about going north to find something a little cooler. And again, mountains, maybe northern Georgia, maybe, Tennessee, maybe whatever. But I mean, we're at the point, I mean, you guys have been together for years and years and years. You've done a lot of traveling together and all of that. We haven't. We've done zero traveling together. So we have a lot more, you have the same options I do, but a lot, I'm not ruling anything out because, we've been there. Or we have friends there or family there or whatever. She spent a lot of time in Tallahassee. So, that's where her son lives and grandson. So, I mean, we could pass through there and visit. And when it's the first time you're meeting somebody, I don't care. I'm not going to make it for days and days, but if we went and had an afternoon and a dinner together, that's fine. And then we kept traveling. I'm open to all of that. I don't care.
See, you don't have one problem that I have with traveling.
Which is?
It's always like, okay, now on this, we got this appointment, then we got this appointment.
Right.
Then we have 4 days here with no appointments, but then we got this. It's like, Now, if BJ could really have it his way, I would probably say, hey, let's take off for a month.
But your doctor's calendar won't allow that, though.
Yeah, no, it really won't.
No, it wouldn't.
But let's hit Savannah. Let's go to Charleston. Then let's go over to the mountains for a few. Let's go over to Georgia for a few.
Love that.
Then let's go. But yeah, our calendar doesn't.
Your calendar just doesn't allow for that at the moment.
And it really pisses me off. Uh-oh. Maybe I don't know. We can't really take a break. Susan,
I don't hear anything.
Oh, you don't hear nothing?
I don't hear nothing.
That's good because the wife has to go.
I heard one bark there, but
you're going to hear it a lot now.
Okay. Somebody coming to the door?
She's looking at me like, here. Oh, now she's telling the dog to come in here. Just get the door before he goes away. Oh, get in here, Abby. Okay. Now I'm stuck with the dog.
Now you're stuck with the dog.
Hey, shh.
Podcast. Come on.
Hey,
quiet.
Do you know what we're doing right now? I know you want to go out there and you want to eat the guy that's making the delivery. Well, you can't do that. and now the delivery guy is wanting to talk to the wife for an hour. So the dog will be,
great. Barking away. That's all right.
What's really funny, I have a window here. So in the beginning, he was looking at me and he's looking at me like, why in the hell isn't this guy getting up and coming to the door? Because I have a delivery and I have to have this signed for.
Right. Too bad. Podcast takes precedence over delivery. Yeah. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah. It's all right. You're fine. It'll be.
Now my wife is very, very happy.
Oh, something for her arrived.
Hey, take the dog with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our world.
Yeah. How much time we got left? Because
we only got 5 minutes anyway. So
we got new iPhones.
Oh, really?
I got the 16.
Now you tell me, wait a minute. You saved this for minute number 53 of a 60-minute podcast? You tell me you got new toys?
New toys. I got mine, which was weird. We ordered the same day. I got mine like about 4 or 5 days ago. And then somehow her order got screwed up. So she had to order again. And then hers just came. But I got to figure out, but I know I have it set right for internet calling or whatever.
Sure. Wi-Fi calling.
Yeah. But I have because this neighborhood has a bad signal.
Right.
I don't care who you got because we're out in the middle of nowhere, basically. But when I'm on Wi-Fi, it always worked before. But since I've gotten this new phone, it doesn't want to work as well.
Settings, Wi-Fi calling, toggle on.
Yeah, put it on, right? Yeah, that's all you got.
Yeah, that's it. Wi-Fi calling. Now, it may require you to put in an address. Yeah. Because if you use Wi-Fi calling and you call 911, it doesn't know where you're at.
Yeah.
So you put in the address and it relays that to the emergency services.
See, I've done that.
Yeah.
And let me see, where is that?
We had to do that. We had to do that with my lady friend with her phone, with her Android. I had to look it up. She's lucky. She's lucky to have me. She's an Android person. And, I mean, come on. Some things in life I can let slide, and some things in life are a little more serious. Android phone, really? So anyway, I love her
Ladies
anyway.
and gentlemen, for the first time ever, Bill Stevens is getting in hot water with a new woman, and I am completely out of this one.
She is subscribed to the podcast, so I could be in hot water. You're right about that. So anyway, so yes, so go into your new phone, and by the way, make sure you subscribe to the podcast, damn it.
Haven't you learned anything from me yet?
Stay out of trouble. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, who's the guy that said, once you dig, don't dig any deeper?
Yeah, no, that's Bill's line. That's been Bill's line to BJ for 30 years. If you find yourself in a hole, stop digging.
I think Bill just finally said, you know what? I enjoy watching him dig these holes and trying to dig out. Maybe I have a new lady friend. I think I'll try to dig a few holes and see if I can be as talented as BJ and dig myself out.
Yeah, probably not. You get way more experience with bailing water than I do, so it's okay. It's okay. So anyway, that's fine. So yeah, Wi-Fi call. No, so to make a long story short, we had to turn on her Wi-Fi calling because she is is renting a new place in a little tiny town north of here. Well, Alachua, High Springs. It's not a tiny town. It's a really cute little place, Alachua and High Springs. But there's no cell phone. There is zero cell signal out there. So yeah, we had to turn on her Wi-Fi calling as well. So there you go.
And I'm looking here because I've done it before, and yes, it says it's on. Wi-Fi calling on. I put the emergency address in.
Good.
Everything, but whenever, like I was doing a podcast, my Gift of Life podcast.
Yes.
And the signal was just terrible.
Yeah.
And so I finally just said, "Do you mind if I FaceTime you?" Because then I know I'm on Wi-Fi. I FaceTime him. There was no problem.
Perfect. Yeah.
Same with my son the other night. Was talking to me. Couldn't hardly hear me. Kept going in and out. He pushed the FaceTime.
Yep.
You got to see his old man.
Wow. You look the same.
Yeah, but his hair's growing, man. He looked a little shaggy. I was proud of the boy.
Like his old man used to look shaggy. Yeah, I get it. So anyway, how's the boss doing? He's good?
Yeah, see, they're coming to town this week.
Oh, cool. Cool. Well, tell him I said hi. Of course.
I will.
And yeah, all good. So there you go. All right.
They're going to do the new Universal, the new park.
Oh yeah. I've seen the TV commercials. They have like, what is it? The 7 wonders of something or other. I don't know. Whatever. It looks cool.
Yeah. So they're going to do that. Dad's going to send it home. And then the daughter's boyfriend is going to get us into SeaWorld one day.
Cool. Very cool.
So I'll go to that one. And that'll be the whole family together.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's good. That's good. Well, good that, the kids are coming up there. So visit the old man, literally.
While he's still here.
Well, alive and kicking. So that's okay. That's all right. All right. Coming down to the end here. What else? Any last minute stuff?
Nope. That's it. I just wish I could get this phone because my other phone didn't seem to have any problem, but this one does.
So are you not finding the Wi-Fi calling? Do I need to help you?
No, I got it on. I went to it while you were talking and everything and checked it. It says Wi-Fi calling on.
Cool.
I put the address in there.
You're good.
It says, you need to do that for 911.
You're good.
But I'll be damned if it's working.
Oh, you mean it's been on the whole time?
Yeah.
Are you connected to the local to your Wi-Fi network?
Yeah.
Okay. Just
I wouldn't
checking
even
here, Dad.
I wouldn't even be getting Facebook. That's how bad our.
Oh, okay. Well, because I was going to say, if your cell phone signal is good, you would get that stuff because it would use cell phone data. But here we are talking about technology stuff, and it's not a technology podcast, but that's okay.
Especially for me.
Well, it's
I just push buttons.
Honest to God, it's kind of a battle because sometimes you and I will talk technology, and sometimes Miss Vicky and I will talk technology on our podcast, which is all about spiritual and personal growth. And if you think that's weird, you would be right. That's weird. But we do it anyway because I warn people about all the scams and stuff that's out there.
Here's what you do. If you need some personal growth, you pick up your cell phone and you make sure you got your caller and your Wi-Fi all connected. This is how you do it. And then you can call Miss Vicky and she can help you with your personal growth.
You're starting a new career in marketing, and you're doing just fine. Good for you. All right, everybody. Well, look, no matter what, have a good weekend. Whatever phone you use, we love you and appreciate you. And when you leave that 5-star review, we will appreciate it even more. So go wherever you get your podcasts for the BJ and Bill podcast, whether it's Apple or iPhone, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube Music, iHeartRadio. That's the I was thinking of. Wherever you get it, you can leave a review and 5 stars. So go do that. That's your homework for the week. Go do that. We appreciate it. We love you. We'll see you next week. Have a great week. Until then, just up to BJ Odom to say,
see ya.
Flip the dial, take a ride back in time when the airways were golden and the DJ shined. 2 mics, 2 guys, and a whole lot of laughs. Living like legends, bringing stories back. No script, no rules, just telling it all. From theme park tales to a pickleball call. If you love a good yarn and a joke or two, BJ and Bill got the show for you.